My name is Rick Jackson. I am a retired detective from the Los Angeles Police Department. I worked various homicide units for the last 28 years of my career. I retired in 2013. In early August of 1993, I was assigned to the Major Crime Investigation section of Robbery Homicide Division. We were stationed out of the headquarters at Parker Center in downtown Los Angeles. And I became the lead detective on the murder of Brett Cantor. The Hollywood Homicide Unit had handled the original call out on the murder investigation. They handled the crime scene, and after 2 days, opted to ask Robbery Homicide Division to assume investigative responsibility for the case. And as I said, I was the lead detective that was put on Brett Cantor's case.
Detective Jackson returned to Brett's apartment with the original investigators on August 3rd to review the crime scene and gather more information.
Well, as I mentioned, I was not the lead detective on the day that the body was discovered, which was July 31st. It was early in the morning, about 2:30 in the morning. Brett's body was discovered in his apartment by his brother, Cliff Cantor. He notified the police. The Hollywood Homicide Unit went to the location and did the crime scene investigation. When I was assigned the investigation on August 2nd, I returned to the apartment building and viewed the crime scene with the original detectives. And based on their information and information I also developed through the investigation that I conducted, Brett was probably killed between 2 a.m. and 4:30 a.m. It was a Thursday night into Friday morning. That was on July 30th, 1993. Unfortunately, about 3:30 in the morning to 4:30 in the morning, some neighbors in one of the apartments in close proximity to Brett's heard a male voice screaming, "Help, don't kill me." They were aware, they heard exactly what was said, and then the voice was not heard anymore, so they did not call the police, which was unfortunate. And it took another day for the body to be discovered once Brett had not made contact with any of the regular people that he talked to. And that's when Cliff came over and was able to get into the apartment building, there was no evidence of forced entry into the apartment building. So it's apparently the suspect or suspects were allowed entry by Brett. He was found in his bedroom on the floor. The cause of death was a combination of manual strangulation and multiple stab wounds. He was also kicked, maybe stomped. There was no indication of really a struggle that was put up by Brett. So it appears that there were likely multiple suspects involved, and he was obviously restrained because a fight would have been involved if it would have been a one-on-one situation. There was no major ransacking found in the apartment. Robbery doesn't seem to be the obvious motive. His wallet was gone, which basically mostly had credit cards in it, but there was other expensive items that were easily transportable away from the apartment that were left. There was some significant amounts of cash found in some drawers that could have easily been found if somebody would have wanted to open some drawers. So unfortunately, there were a lot of motives that we would eventually establish as possibilities for why Brett's life was taken, and we can get into those.